I knew that I was going to be embarking on one of the most pivotal experiences in my personal and professional career, that I would have the opportunity to work on a film of my own and to meet people that would become resources and friends moving forward as I pursued the filmmaking industry. Last June, I had the opportunity to study abroad in Montreal, Canada, where I wrote and directed my first short film, Free Dirt.
Hey, I'm Melody Park, and I did the Montreal film program to just see a glimpse of what life in the film industry would be, and also to just do some projects of my own with some professional help.
I met Melody within the first hour that I got to Montreal because she was my roommate. She was super cheerful and sweet to me from the moment that we met, and I was just very thankful to have her as my roommate because I could tell that she was going to be fun, she was going to want to go out and have adventures, and we did just that. We had a great time together. The study abroad program that I participated in was hosted by Champlain College of Vermont, and the course was called Urban Filmmaking, during which I sat through multiple classroom sessions taught by Noé Sardé and Mark Slutsky, two prestigious filmmakers of different backgrounds. I also had the opportunity to tour several film studios, including Clyde Henry Productions, I Steal Film, and Cinepool. Those were amazing places to stop by and have real relevant industry hands-on experience. Also had the opportunity to network with film industry professionals. They would bring in guest speakers that were experts in their craft. Christina Wagenbauer was particularly a resource to me, as she ultimately would go on to help me cast for my film.
My name is Parker Lescalleet. I'm a student at the University of Vermont studying communications and film. And I went to Montreal because I found that it would be the perfect experience to work hands-on with film equipment and learn the ropes of the industry in a great city.
Going to the different film studios really helped me to physically picture myself in the industry, doing the work, collaborating with other artists, and it got me really excited. By the time I was done touring all these studios, I was so ready to tell my own story. We are out here about to get some bagels. Anthony, say hi to the people. Our professors asked each of us to write a script for a short film that will be completed during the duration of the program.
So my short film that I made in Montreal was called Circadian, and it follows the life of Walter Fitzgerald, who realizes that his vivid dreams are components of narcolepsy.
The concept for my film, The Heartbreak Poems, was a series of letters and poems that I constructed into a short film.
We are out in the park, location scouting. Show them the location, Max. Got the statue over there. Free Dirt is filming this Saturday and Sunday. Woohoo!
Okay, good morning. It is first day of shooting, and I forgot the bouncer in my room, so I'm going to get that right now, but very excited. Max is up, I'm up, and we're ready for the first day.
Morning.
Max.
Morning.
Roger, good morning. What they don't tell you about the making of a film is how unglamorous that it is. Being a student filmmaker can be challenging because you're often working with a very strict budget, limited resources. You're learning as you go.
So, funny story, my film is about a Good Samaritan, and a Good Samaritan just found my phone, which I lost while I was bringing up the equipment. So, go figure. But thankfully he found it, and we're good to go, ready for the cast to arrive.
I definitely had a great time working with my producer, Max Bernstein. Just very efficient, very inquisitive, very direct, and all of those were ultimately strengths when making the film. I definitely went.
Kenya, how could you kill so many bags? How could you kill them, Kenya?
They were only 5 cents each.
Answer me, Kenya!
So today is day 2 of filming. Very excited. We're going to an Airbnb, and it's going to be a great day. So we just wrapped Free Dirt. Everybody, how are you feeling? Woo! Yikes. Yay!
You want this dirt right down here? Get it.
I had a great time making my film Free Dirt in Montreal. It allowed me to explore myself, how I process challenges, how I manage stress, how I interact with others under pressure. And it was a great opportunity to reflect on strengths that I have and also things that I want to continue to work on moving forward.
The Heartbreak Poems was a series of love letters and poems, and it just talked about falling in and out of love, apathy, joy within finding love, and just the different routes and journeys that you would take, almost like rafts. So that was really fun.
Roger's gonna look to the camera and talk, but then keep on doing it.
Okay.
It's gonna be awkward.
Hallway scene right now, Lee?
Huh?
We're doing the hallway scene, right?
Yeah, we're doing it with the 2 different guys.
Do you want me to get Parker?
I had the opportunity to witness her film that, whether that was doing audio work or helping with props or just anywhere that she needed me, really. I knew that I wanted to be there for her and to support her, and she made the atmosphere on her set very welcoming. She and her producer Anthony did such a great job. They made it look so easy.
So you're gonna pass this energy all the way to the back.
The film explores the concept of lucid dreaming and the concept of self-realization in one's own mind and their life. So the process of making my short film, I found that the screenwriting process was one of the hardest, and conducting a shot list and all that good stuff. I had 2 actors. Kenya was an actor in my film, and the other kid was Garrett. Worked out well.
Parker wrote and directed a film called Circadian. When he first pitched the idea of the film, it was very different from everybody else's, and that stood out to me immediately, and I just wanted to know how he was planning to go about fulfilling it, and he did it. He did a great job on his film. I actually had the opportunity to help him. I acted in his film. I was the wife of the lead character. I'm sure I would cringe watching the footage, but acting is something that I want to do a lot more in the future. There were many times that I had the opportunity to just go for a walk by myself, and whether that was grabbing a bite to eat or going to old Montreal, which basically reminded me of home in a lot of ways, old Ellicott City, having antique shops, little coffee places, stuff like that I love. It was definitely fun to explore the city on my own at times. What I learned most about myself while studying abroad is that I am fully capable. I am capable of being a filmmaker. I am capable of standing on my own 2 feet. I am capable of managing my money. Just capable. As a 20-year-old, that means a lot to me. You know, I'm going to have to go into the real world very soon, and a lot of uncertainty is associated with that, but also a lot of excitement. And going abroad and spending that time getting to know myself was something that I didn't even realize I was going to have the opportunity to do.
My favorite part about studying abroad in Montreal was, of course, it was just so beautiful, but mainly just the people that I met there and the other students that I met on the program, both in the film program and the writing program. I was just able to make such deep friendships with some people that we were just able to bounce each other's ideas around and encourage each other creatively, and I think that was the best part.
My favorite part of the Montreal experience was the cultural immersion in the city, and the city has a lot of artistic assets and features, a lot of murals, a lot of festivals, a lot of concerts. So it's cool to kind of get a feel for that, which is something that they have here, but not really to the same scale as Montreal.
At the end of the program, we all had the opportunity to showcase our work at the Concordia Theater in Montreal. And that was an awesome experience to have our film screened and open to criticism, celebration, all of that. I met Dr. Vandora Williams, a former employee of Hampton University. We wound up talking for an hour or so. She was scouting films at our showcase to potentially pitch to PBS. I wasn't really sure how to feel. I didn't want to get my hopes up. The idea that the film could possibly televise was insane. Shortly after I arrived home from Montreal, I think a week or so went by, and I got an email from her, and it said that my film had been selected to air on PBS, and I was ecstatic. It was unbelievable, especially for it to be my first film. I was super proud of that, and my family was also just ecstatic. I want to go on to creating many different stories in the narrative format, exploring genres like science fiction, historical fiction, drama, romance, comedy. Those are some story ideas that I've already begun to formulate and to imagine, and I hope to bring them to the big screen one day. As a young filmmaker living in the Trump era, I believe that stories of Black and brown people, people of color, need to be told now more than ever. I intend to carry that as my guiding light as I continue to pursue the art of filmmaking.